It is the end of the summer for me here on Cape Cod. We will be heading back to our house in Western Mass. We'll pop back in here throughout the winter a few times, but I have used up quite a few products here throughout the summertime, and I thought I would run through my empties with you. My empties are probably your best way of finding out my true thoughts on a product, because if I use them all the way up to the end, I either love it and I have repurchased it already or will repurchase it, or I didn't love it and I wouldn't repurchase, or I absolutely hated it. So I feel like these videos are the best way to get that type of information. Now, I did do a whole video recently on my makeup that you are seeing here. I think my lip is the only thing that is different. This has been my go-to makeup for the entire summer, and the only thing that I think had changed a little bit might have been my bronzer since springtime. Since I do get a lot of questions about that, I thought I would mention it to you. But let's jump in and talk about products I've used up. Let's start out with skincare. First, I'm going to talk about the glycolic acid peel pads with blue agave from Colleen Rothschild. I love these. I use these once to twice a week. It really helps to slough off any dead skin cells. They are huge. I use them all the way down my face and on my neck and on the back of my hands. If you are only doing your face, you could cut it in half and easily have enough of these. This whole thing lasts me a really long time. Also, when I travel, I put one of these in a Ziploc bag. I'm good to go. Then I will stay with Colleen Rothschild first. I used up the Radiant Cleansing Balm. This is one of the smaller ones. I usually get the jumbo one. I don't remember why I got this size. I use this every single day to remove my makeup. It is absolutely the best makeup remover I have ever used. Does not sting my eyes, does not irritate. I can rub it on my eyes. It removes every bit of makeup. I don't get dark circles because this removes all of that makeup and there's no residue left. I just use a cloth, a microfiber cloth, and warm water, and it comes right off. Now, I always do double cleanse my face, but this is my first cleanser every single day. Next up, I used up one of my Sheer Renewal Balms. This is my daily moisturizer, what I use during the day under my makeup. It is a nice thin moisturizer. It definitely is easy to apply makeup over. However, I'm oily combination. If you are a drier skin person, this is not going to be enough hydration for you. But I personally, as an oily combination person, and in through the summer, I kind of turn into a little bit on the dry combination side. So sometimes I need a little bit extra moisture, but this is my go-to during the day moisturizer every day. I talked about how I double cleanse at night, and I will say, I remember during the winter, I ran out of my balancing gel cleanser at this house, and I keep like extras of products that I didn't love as much here, so just in case I run out of something. And I use this L'Occitane Mousse Cleanser, I think it's called. I'm not even sure. I used this up. It was nice. It's more of a foaming cleanser. It was fine. I don't love it. I wouldn't repurchase it, but since I had it, I think it came in a set a long while ago. I will say it smells heavenly, but I think when it came in the set, I gave it a try and it was just fine, but I personally wouldn't repurchase it. I prefer the Colleen Rothschild Balancing Gel Cleanser. That tends to be my go-to. When I do use some sort of cleanser at night after my cleansing balm, I also add in some sort of exfoliating property. This is the Cranberry Gommage by the brand Arcona, A-R-C-O-N-A. Now I mix in about a dime size of this to about a nickel size of this. I mix them together. It manually exfoliates any dead skin cells. It really helps to kind of get rid of any of that before I put on my products for night, which nighttime is the most important time for your skincare because it's going to have the most time to absorb in as your skin and your body rests. The last skincare item, I have been loving this. This is the City Beauty Blue Defense Hydrogel Moisturizer. Now I will say, I mentioned that my skin gets a little bit drier in through the summertime, so I need a heavier moisturizer, but I find that I need something that absorbs in very easily. And so I have been using this at night, every single night. I wake up and my skin feels like glass. It's crazy. I can't even explain it. I have no idea why this works so well. It has a slight blue tint to it. It's super, super soft. It just really slips on your skin well, but absorbs in. Your skin just feels amazing. I used to have a code for them. I'm going to double check and see if I still have a code for them. If I do, I will put that here and down below for you guys. But I love this product. Since we're talking about skincare, let's move into body skincare. If you've been around here for any period of time, I'm obsessed with these. It's from Hemp's. It is the Body Moisturizer. This was fresh coconut and watermelon and sugar cane papaya. It is impossible to get the end of this out. I have left it upside down. I have tried everything. This one I seem to have gotten a little bit more than this one. They smell so good. They just really, my skin has been so hydrated and changed so much since I started using this. It just really works for my skin, and I love the scents. I used to use, is it Bath and Body Works? Yes, Bath and Body Works, like their heavier cream one. And I don't know, something about this, my skin just feels more hydrated. Even in the summer when I'm out in the sun, I'm moving around more, my skin is more dehydrated. This is just absolute heaven. I use it year round, and it is just always the first thing I do when I get out of the shower in the morning. Now, I will say that I also use this moisturizer. It is the Saint Tropez Gradual Self Tanner in the watermelon one. It's the daily firming lotion. I have used 2 of these up. Now, for me personally, I put a ton of SPF on my chest. Let me start with that. And then I lose color on my legs very quickly because I shave my legs. I don't need this anywhere else. However, throughout the summer, every other morning when I'm doing my moisturizer, I put my moisturizer on, but I don't do it on my neck and chest, and I don't do it on my legs. I use this every other day on my neck and chest and on my legs to help me keep that color. It is so nice. You don't have, I literally just use regular moisturizer on my hands, then use this, then I wash my hands. I never have any staining, any issues like that. It smells so good and it looks so natural. I've tried so many gradual self tanners and my pink undertone skin does not do well with a lot of them. This I love. The last little bit of skincare is, as I mentioned, I do a lot of SPF on my neck and chest and on my face. And I wear a hat anytime I'm out in the sun and on the beach. However, my face, I can do makeup and things like that. And I don't personally love a self tanner on my face, but from my neck down, I could use that little bit extra. So once a week, I did use this. It's from Iconic London. It's the Prep and Set and Tan. It was nice. This is the pump like mousse version. I prefer their spray one. I find that just works better. It just is a personal preference. But I had this, I used it up, and honestly, when I got to the end of it, it has these little balls in the bottom of it. I actually poured it into the rest of my spray bottle and just am using it up that way. It's nice. I wouldn't repurchase it though. I just find I'd rather their spray version of it. Moving on to hair care, my absolute must-have every single day. I use this in the morning. My Living Proof Perfect Hair Day Advanced Clean Dry Shampoo. This is the jumbo size. This is the regular size. I keep one downstairs, one upstairs, mostly because this one will not fit in my, medicine cabinet. And then this one I keep up there. And then this one I keep down where I do my hair and things like that. This I put on after I get out of the shower in the morning or before I work out, depending on when I remember. And I use it before I work out because it absorbs all the oils. I also put this on before I go to the beach when I'm going to have my hair in a hat, because as my head gets hot, this absorbs any oils that I have. This is the best. I've tried them all, guys. You have to shake it really well, but oh my gosh, and it doesn't leave your hair feeling gritty or gross. Some people like that. Some people want the texture of it. I just want my hair to feel clean, and that is what this does. Next up, I use this. Okay, let me say. In the winter, I typically use this every night and sometimes in the morning. In the summer, I'm lucky if I remember to use it every 2 to 3 days. I just pull my hair back a lot. I'm not as good at remembering to use it. Is the Rejuvenique oil from Monat. I call this liquid gold. I swear the packaging should be gold. I use this. I take about 4 drops on the ends of my hair. It works absolutely great. It helps to keep my ends just from splitting and to be strong and just shiny. And then I also would say about, again, typically in the winter, I do this once every other week. In the summer, I'll do it like once every 3 to 4 weeks, is I do an oil treatment where I put the oil all the way, it's like a dropper type thing. I run it at my roots all the way through in sections, and I give myself an oil treatment. I do it through those areas and then also on the ends. And then I typically let it sit on anywhere from a few hours if I go to the beach, or sometimes I'll do it overnight. But then when I wash my hair the next day, my hair feels so super soft. It just gets rid of any additional products. It is just absolutely amazing. My go-to little trio from Monat as well, it is the IR Clinical Thickening Shampoo, Hair Thinning Defense, and I don't know what the conditioner is called because I chop it off. I get these in a set that is sold together. It is the shampoo, the conditioner, and the strengthening treatment. This treatment, I don't have thinning hair, but I do say that I have more breakage and I want something to help my scalp. Again, it is a dropper type formula where every time I wash my hair, technically, they say if you want additional growth, you should be using this every day, but I wash my hair once, twice a week. So I use this only when I wash my hair, and I put it in that same spot, mostly at my part, around my temple, around the crown, a little bit in the back where I get the most damage. This helps to really strengthen from the roots. That essentially makes it so I have less breakage. Then I also used up one of my Monat Rejuvenique mask. I use this. It smells so good. I would say I use this once a month, I would say. And a lot of times it's at the same time where I did the oil treatment. I'll do the oil treatment, I'll shampoo my hair, I'll condition my hair, and then I'll put the mask in for like 5 minutes and rinse it out. Yes, you heard me say I condition my hair and then I put the mask in after my conditioner. A lot of people think that they can just do a mask. You can. However, your hair will actually get softer and feel just more healthy if you do your conditioner and then your mask. I don't even remember where I first heard that, but it works for me. Makeup and then one supplement, and I want to say for makeup, as I mentioned, I have consistently done my makeup the same way. People were asking back in my Nordstrom try-on videos what my makeup was, and I mentioned earlier in the video, I did a whole thing on it because I have not changed up my makeup that much, which then means I have empties. The first thing, Giorgio Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. I have used this up. I am the color 5.5. I actually stored it upside down to get all of the product out of it. I already have a backup of this, and I think I actually there was like a 20% off at Sephora. I purchased the mini size and the full size because the mini size is great for traveling, but I love this foundation. I have used this for so many years and every time I go back to it. And right now this color works great for my skin in the summertime. It just really works well and looks the best matched for me right now. I also used up this Saie, S-A-I-E. I never remember how to say this. If you can see, it's used up. It was fine. It was a concealer. I mean, there's like nothing left in this thing. I have scraped this thing to the bottom. When you can see all the way through it, you know you've used it up. It also doesn't have like a big stopper. You know how a lot of concealers have a stopper? This one doesn't seem to have that. But I did use this up. I did not find this color. I will say the color did not work under my eyes. So I used it. I have some kind of like sunspots in and broken capillaries in through my jawline. And then I use it just to go down my forehead, which tends to be the area that my foundation doesn't stay the best. So I did use it for that. It was fine, but I would not repurchase that at all. However, I will say the concealer that I would repurchase, and I already have, is from Hourglass. I think I have the color, I think it's called Peach something. This is what I use under my eyes, and actually all through the winter I used it in those same areas that I talked about, my T-zone, down my nose, and on my jawline. This is what I used all winter. However, I finished it up in the summer using it not as much because I was just using it under my eyes. Then I used up my Color Science, what is this called? Total Protection SPF Face Shield Flex SPF 50 in the color medium. So I have used this for quite some time. Used it all winter. I've gone through so many bottles of it I can't even say. However, I have been using a new tinted SPF that I had heard someone talk about. I forgot who it was on Instagram. and it piqued my interest. So I picked it up. Takes a lot to pique my interest now on a new product. I picked it up and it worked great for me, and I've been using it all summer. It is a larger bottle and it takes longer to get through, and the color works on me. A lot of tinted SPFs don't work on me as far as color. So this is my go-to in the color medium. However, it has currently, for the summer at least, been replaced by this other product that I'll tell you about after I'm done it. Then I used up, we have my lash trio. I always do New Lash Serum on my lashes at night. And when I do my mascara during the day, I use Urban Decay Subversion Lash Primer, which I have used up. It is white. It is a natural bristled brush, and it makes your lashes very fluttery and ready for mascara. Then during the day, not at night, not what you're seeing now, during the day, I use the Tartelette mascara. This is a plastic bristle brush, and this is a tubing mascara, so it's not going to flake, it's not going to transfer, but you do need warm water to remove it. I find warm water and the cleansing balm works amazing. These two together in conjunction with that lash serum have been my trio for almost 2 years now. The only difference is when I'm doing what you see now, or I'm going out or going to be on camera, I use the Tartelette XL version, so the extra large version. Same thing, tubing mascara. Something about it is just wetter and more full. So these are my go-to. I absolutely love these. They are great products. I don't ever want to be without them, and I use them continuously. The last item is my Vital Proteins Collagen Peptides. One of these lasts me about 2 months, give or take, because I am about halfway through my replacement one of this. I personally buy it at Costco. I wait for it to go on sale. When it goes on sale, I then purchase a bunch of them, and I have backups of them, so it gets me through. It is typically, I think, $29, and I can get it at Costco as low as $19. However, it is sold on Amazon and goes on sale. You can find this now absolutely anywhere. But as we get older, collagen is super important. There are so many different types out there. However, this one for me is the unflavored version. I can do so much more with this. It is so versatile, and it gives me my additional collagen and my proteins for the day just to make sure I'm hitting all of those goals. So those are all of my empties. I would love to hear from you. If you have heard me talk about these ones previously and you had picked something up and you liked it, or if you just picked one of these items up yourself and have tried it and you too love it, I would love to hear about that in the comments. If you enjoy these videos, definitely let me know, because they are honestly my favorite video to watch, because I feel like I really know what someone thinks of a product when they've used it up. So I hope you enjoyed this and have a great weekend.